Very good morning, 8th class students. Our learning topic is direct and inverse proportion. So today I am going to explain about inverse proportion. Listen here. Before going to explain, just listen one example. 10 members, they can complete a work in 10 days. 10 members, they can complete a work in 10 days. Then 20 members, if numbers workers increases, then the time duration of work is decreases. Here, what is the condition? 10 members, they can complete a work in 10 days. Then 20 members, they can complete the work in less than 10 days. If workers increases, time duration of work is decreases. Similarly, 10 members can complete the work in 10 days. Then 5 members, they can take to complete the work more than 10 days. Here, what is the relation? If workers increases, time duration of the work is decreases. If workers decreases, time duration of the work is increases. Better examples. For example, 10 kg rice is enough to 10 members. Then what about 20 members? If members increases, duration of the rice work is decreases. So what is the inverse proportion? Let X and Y are any two quantities. X and Y are any two quantities. That is maybe members, rice, or time and work. Such that if X increases, Y decrease. Otherwise, if X increase, Y decrease. So such this relation is called inverse proportion. X is inversely proportional to Y. X is equal to K by Y. XY is equal to K. In direct proportion, if X increase, Y also increase. If X decrease, Y also decrease. But inverse proportion, it is reverse. If X increases, Y decrease. If Y decrease, X increase. So this type of relation is called inverse proportion. If Y1 and Y2 are the values of Y, Y1 and Y2 are the values of Y, corresponding to the value of x1 and x2. It means here two quantities, x1, x2 and y1, y2. Then what is the formula in inverse proportion? xy is equal to k. X is inversely proportional to y. X is equal to what we can write? K by y. K is a constant term. Then xy is equal to k. We can write x1, y1 is equal to x2, y2. A car taken 4 hours to reach the destination. Here one car there. That car is traveling with 60 kilometers per hour speed. It took 4 hours time to reach the destination. Case 1. Case 2. Second time what happens? The speed of the car increased to 80 kilometers per hour. Then what is the time took by the car to reach the destination? You have to find the time. So always speed and time inversely proportional together. If speed increases, duration of time decrease. If speed decrease, duration of time increases. Speed and time always inversely proportional to together. Okay. Here what is the case 1? That car is traveling with 60 kilometers per hour speed. It took 4 hours time to reach the destination. Second time, speed of the car increased. Then you have to find the time. Here, a speed increase, time taken decrease in same proportional. Speed and time always inversely proportional together. Here, x1 is equal to 4 hours. y1 is equal to 60 kilometers per hour. In case 2, speed increased to 80 kilometers per hour. Then you have to find the time. x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2. What about the x1? 4 into 60 is equal to, I am taking the time as k into 80. Then 4 into 60 by 80 is equal to k. 0 0 cancel. 4 1s are 4 2s are 2 1s are 2 3s are. So k is equal to 3 hours. Case 2, it took 3 hours to reach the destination. Here another question about inverse proportion. 6 pumps are required to fill a tank. Here one water tank is there. One water tank is there. To fill the water tank, how many pumps are required? 6 pumps are required. Filled in 1 hour. So the 6 pumps are filling the tank in 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay. Here 6 pumps are working to fill the tank in 1 hour 20 minutes. How long will it take if 5 pumps are worked? So okay now. Here 6 pumps are working to fill the tank in 1 hour 5 minutes. In case 2 only 5 pumps are working. 6 pumps are taking 1 hour 20 minutes. You have to find 5 pumps are take how many time. Okay now. Here number of pumps are decreased. So time will increase. It is also inversely proportional. Here number of pumps. 6 pumps are filling the tank in 1 hour 20 minutes. Then 5 hours. How much time it will take if 5 pumps are works? Here 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes. We know 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes plus 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes is nothing but 80 minutes. And this 80 minutes, okay, leave it. Next, here, what about x1? x1 is equal in case 1. How many pumps are working? 6 pumps. y1 is equal, what is the time to clear? 80 minutes. x2 means in second condition only 5 pumps are working. I don't know the time. So let this k. What is our condition? x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2. What about the x1? 6 into 80 is equal to x2 means 5 into k. Now 6 into 80 by 5 is equal to k. 5 1s are 5, 3, 30, 5 6 are. K is equal to how much? 96 minutes. K is equal to, so 5 pumps they took 96 minutes time to fill the tank. 96 we can write as 60 plus 60 minutes plus 36 minutes. It means 1 hour 36 minutes. So required time is 1 hour 36 minutes. Siri has enough money to buy 5 kg potatoes. Get the price of 8 per kg. Okay now Siri, one girl, she have money only to buy 5 kgs of potatoes. If the cost of potatoes is 8 per kg, but what happens here? Cost of potatoes are increased to 10 rupees. So with that amount, how many kgs you can buy? You have to find it. Potatoes 5 kg. What is the first case one? 80 rupees per kg. But second time, the amount increased to 10 per kg. It is also inversely proportional. x1 is equal to, she can buy 5 kgs if the cost 80 rupees per kg. In second one, I don't know how many she can buy. What is the cost here? 10 rupees per kg. So what we can write here? x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2. What about the x1? 5 into 8 is equal to k into 10. Then 5 into 8 by 10 is equal to k. 5 1s are, 5 2s are, 2 1s are, 2 4s are. K is equal to 4 kg. She can buy only 4 kgs. If per kg increases 8 rupees to 10 rupees. So, 8th class students, here is the homework. Complete the homework. A tank can be filled by 5 pipes in 80 minutes. How long it will take to fill the tank? by 8 pipes.